Nothing to make for dinner? Psst, there's a meal kit hiding in your pantry. It's based on a can of chickpeas. Plus, I've got the secret ingredient that you were probably just gonna throw away, but it makes these vegan chickpea burgers perfectly textured. These chickpea burgers aren't just an easy vegan dinner, they're also made from stuff you've probably already got in your pantry. That's what makes them the perfect back pocket dinner and a real favorite with me and my family. To make this recipe, you'll just need a can of chickpeas, some sliced almonds, I have toasted mine in advance, some panko breadcrumbs, a bit of garlic, green onion, lemon, and rosemary, and then just some olive oil and salt. It couldn't be much easier. Not only is this recipe made with easy pantry staples, it also comes together so quickly. I'm just gonna start by opening my can of chickpeas. Now usually when I open a can of beans, I drain them and I rinse them. Don't do it, don't do it. Because there is a liquid inside this can of chickpeas that is actually a magical secret ingredient. Check it out. So that kind of cloudy liquid in there, it's really just the water that the chickpeas are packed in, but it's called Aquafaba, which is a really lovely name. And it is the replacement that I use for eggs to make these burgers completely vegan. That's right, I've been making these vegetarian burgers for years, but now they're completely vegan because I use the Aquafaba as the thickening agent. All of my ingredients just go into the food processor and then they get blitzed. 1 cup of panko. Here's the 1 cup of almonds that I have toasted. I'm going to roughly chop up a green onion and some garlic. Now, because this is all going into the food processor, I don't have to worry too much about chopping it up finely right now. And I'm going to add some fresh chopped rosemary leaves. I like about a tablespoon, which is quite a bit. Rosemary is quite strong. So I'm going to use about a tablespoon of chopped, but if you have any other fresh herb, parsley, thyme, cilantro, even mint can be delicious in these burgers. All right, all of this goes into the food processor. Little bit of lemon zest and some fresh lemon juice. Of course, whenever I'm putting lemon juice in something, I always feel like I want to use the zest too because, well, I paid for it, so I may as well eat it. I'm just using my trusty microplane grater here. I think I use this little gadget every day on lemon zest, lime zest, orange zest. I can use it for garlic and ginger. It's even great for Parmesan or, not at the same time, chocolate. Don't mix Parmesan and chocolate together. That is not recommended. All right. So once I've got the zest off, that's when you can cut the lemon, and I only want a couple of tablespoonfuls of the lemon juice. So half a lemon is about 2 tablespoons of juice, which is exactly what I want for this recipe. Don't forget to add a bit of salt here. Veggie burgers notoriously need lots of salt, and I'm going to add just a couple tablespoonfuls of olive oil. This is extra virgin olive oil, and this is for flavor. All right, the lid goes on, and we are ready to blitz. Just scrape down those sides to make sure we're not missing anything. All right, I'm gonna transfer this into a bowl to make it a little easier to get even patties out of it. Just scrape it out here. Oh, I've got a fantastic tip for you on cleaning out the bowl of a food processor. Check this out. Don't you hate it when you get the last little bits off of the blade? Quick tip, pop it back on the base and just give it 1 quick blast. Ta-da! completely clean. And I can get all the rest of my veggie burger mixture right out of there. I want to shape this into 6 equal patties. But one thing that's can be a bit annoying about veggie burgers is they don't really hold together. So this is what I do to make sure they hold together. I'm going to shape them into patties and then I'm going to let them chill for about 20 minutes. That's going to help the breadcrumbs in there to really absorb all of the liquid, and it'll help the patties to just stay together a little bit better so that they're easier to cook. Now, this mixture is sticky, so I recommend just wetting your hands with a little bit of water before shaping them. Check it out. With my hands just a little bit wet, I can take a little bit of the mixture. You can see how sticky that is, and then plop it right onto my parchment-lined pan, and then do it again. I find I need to rinse my hands every 2 burger patties. Like this recipe? Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. I release new videos every week and you don't want to miss a single one. I'm just gonna pat these into shape. Again, my fingers are a little bit damp. There we go. And now I'm gonna pop them in the fridge for 20 minutes. You can do this as much as a day in advance, or you can even freeze them at this point. Talk about a favor to your future self. All right, these have been in the fridge for about 20 minutes, so they've firmed up a little bit. They're still gonna be quite delicate, so I'm gonna cook them in my non-stick pan. I'm going to turn on the heat under the non-stick pan, and I want it to be about medium-high to start. So to get these nice and crisp on the outside, I'm going to cook them in a little bit of canola oil. Now, veggie burgers, I've said it before, they are sticky. They are very, very sticky. So it's so important to make sure that the oil is hot before you add the patty. So I'm just gonna leave this for a minute or 2 to get really fully preheated. Okay, that is good and preheated. I'm going to wet my fingers again and get these patties into the pan. Now my pan is only big enough to do 4 at a time. Highly encourage you to do batches because it's better to do them in batches and to get them cooked evenly than to try to cram them all in and risk making a kind of a scramble out of the whole thing. I'm gonna cook this for about 2 minutes on one side, then gently flip it over and cook for about another minute. Then I'm gonna reduce the heat and just let them cook gently through until they're piping hot all the way through. Let's flip these again gently because I want to make sure I keep that nice golden side. Ooh, beautiful. I'm going to cook these for about another 5 minutes. So these have been cooking for about 5 minutes on the other side. They are ready for burger-ation. Now I serve these just like a classic burger on a bun with, I like lettuce, maybe some tomatoes, and I gotta say, can't go wrong with ketchup. Love it. And there it is, a meal kit that was hiding in your pantry, vegan chickpea burgers. A perfect back pocket dinner that you can make on those nights when you don't have time to go to the grocery store. Delicious, satisfying, fast, easy, cheap, an amazing back pocket dinner. And if you'd like some more back pocket dinners, click the link in the description below to download a free collection of my favorite back pocket dinner recipes. And check out these other great back pocket dinner recipes. The full recipe for this delicious dish is also below. Life is complicated, cooking shouldn't be. Happy cooking.